All right. Hey, everybody. Toby Milroy here again, Vice President for AMS. And thanks again so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day, even during these difficult times, to work on your business rather than just working in your business. A quick video today, a quick conversation today, and a few updates on some things that we've been working on here behind the scenes, and some things that have really been helping some martial arts schools not just survive but thrive in this time. And it's a little early, right? But we're seeing some promising results of what we're going to talk about today already. So a couple things. Number one, your mindset and how you're thinking about the world right now is critically important, right? There are some small business owners, some school owners, some of human beings just in general who are so in fear right now that they've sort of thrown their hands up and given up, right? And they say, well, this thing is just going to do what it's going to do, and I need to close my business, and that's just all there is to it, right? Well, let me tell you something. There are three really important reasons why you're wrong. and I'm only going to talk about one of them today. We'll talk about the other two in a future session. But we have an opportunity right now as an industry, as martial arts school operators. We have an opportunity right now to adapt and to think about our business in a little bit of a different way that can really add a lot of value to our customers' lives, that can add a lot of value to our students' lives, right? And there are also opportunities right now to grow our schools, to create more of a pipeline for when this thing is over, right? Or even an immediate pipeline of people who we can really serve at a high level. So for school operators who are really feeling the pinch right now, maybe your state has banned travel altogether and you're in lockdown mode, things like that. We have some opportunities in our industry that many industries don't have. And we have the ability and the relationships with our customers, with our students, to create some really important and life enhancing benefits in our programs. Let me tell you a quick story before we talk about our toolkit today. Let me tell you a real quick story. I had a conference call last night with a large group of small business owners, of large association memberships. Imagine, if you would, a large group of small business owners in different categories. So imagine a large group of chiropractors, or a large association of dentists, of cosmetic surgeons, of auto repair shop owners, restaurant owners, et cetera, right? And the part of the conversation last night in our somewhat in-depth discussion was how these different business categories were adapting to the challenges of what's happening with the COVID-19 crisis and what's happening with people being locked in their homes and things like that. If you think about something like the restaurant business, right? Well, lots and lots of restaurants have had to very quickly pivot to a delivery only, to a carry out only model, right? Drive-through only model. And many restaurants have done a marvelous job of that, and some have not. So if you look at the restaurant business, there are an awful lot of these small mom and pop restaurants who just threw their hands up and said, well, nobody's going to come in, so we're shutting her down, right? Really silly, right? Because now you've just taken whatever revenue loss you were going to have and dropped it all the way down to zero, right? Where you could have generated revenue through deliveries, through carry out, whatever the case might be. And in fact, you even had an opportunity to grow your business right now, because restaurateurs who were on the call, about a third of the group had record sales over the last few days, right? People are cooped up in their homes. They can't go anywhere. So they're ordering out, right? They're ordering delivery and things like that. So again, this is an opportunity for us to turn a crisis into opportunity, right? And so if you're a martial arts school and you're not quite sure what to do, give us a call here at the office. Send me an email. Send us a message of some type, and we'll set up a time where we can chat. And this is really a time for you to take the bull by the horns and pivot your business a little bit, not much, just a little bit, to be able to deliver a high degree of value to your customers and to other prospective new students who really have a need right now. They have a deeper need today than they did a week ago, right? So let's talk a little bit about that. So many of the school operators that we're working with, and many hundreds and hundreds of our clients here at AMS, and hundreds and hundreds of our clients who are using Atlas Martial Arts software, have made the pivot to incorporating online lessons their students in their programs. So, for example, if their physical location has to be closed for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever the case is, we're augmenting the students' training with these online lessons, and really we're able to do that very cheaply, very inexpensively, and without a lot of technical knowledge with something like Zoom.us or those types of things, with maybe a webcam and a microphone, right? And this helps to kind of get for us to be able to actually have class times. Even a student's regular class time, if they typically have a 5 o'clock class, they have a 5 o'clock class. And we can see who's there and we can see who's not there. We can take attendance and they can get class credit for those classes, those types of things. And they can still be learning the curriculum and learning the lessons that we have to teach them. And again, if you're a school operator and you believe in your program at the level that I do, then just having the doors of your location closed mean nothing to the value that we can offer to our students, right? To the families who are part of our community, right? And so this again presents a challenge to us, to be sure, but also presents an enormous opportunity. So number one, we're augmenting lessons with online training. We're also radically communicating with our students right now, and I suggest you do the same. I mean radical communication. I mean more than once a day. Right? We're sending email, text message every day. We're physically calling every student every day. We're leaving a voicemail. We're doing whatever we have to do to get hold of them. We're sending postcards. We're sending letters. And what we're trying to do is make sure that we continue the relationship, the deep relationship that we have with our students, but also to deepen that relationship. Right now, they're going through a stressful time in their life, right? And if you're really the mentor, the leadership influence in their life that we claim to be, then now is our time to step up. Does that make sense? Now is our opportunity to step up and take an even larger role in their lives as a calm voice in the storm, right? As a thoughtful, sage eye watching over them to help them through their life, right? And so this is an opportunity where we're creating little, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute little clips from myself or the chief instructor, whatever the case might be, sort of like your daily motivational minute. And we're sending those to all of our students every single day, sometimes twice a day, sometimes more than twice a day. So we should be in the hyper communication mode, not the close the doors, hide in the corner, and huddle up in the fetal position mode, right? We should be in the hyper engaged, hyper communication mode right now, so that number one, our students really understand how much we love them and care for them and truly want the best for them, and we're here to help them, right? Not just when times are good, not just when we know their check is going to clear, right? But even when times are tough, even when times are difficult, even when they're maybe contemplating putting their membership on hold or thinking about how they're going to pay their rent the next month, right? We need to be there, right? So I'm here for you. I'm here for all of our schools. I'm here for all of our clients. I'm here for all of our software users to help them through this, just like you should be there for your customers, your students, right? So think about that, right? So this represents either an opportunity or a challenge. I choose to see the opportunity. So let's talk a little bit about the Survive and Thrive Toolkit. As I described before, if you watch the video on this page, you'll see, but I've had my team here at AMS headquarters literally work on nothing else over the last about 6 days than putting together this COVID-19 Survive and Thrive Toolkit for you, for our AMS clients, for our Atlas Martial Arts software users, and for our general community of martial arts school operators. This is going to help you with some strategies to help you perhaps certainly to augment your classes with online training, to help give you the tools to be able to do that easily. And for all of our Atlas Martial Arts software clients, they get all those tools for free, right? We provide the tools for you. Second, to help you think through some business strategies that are really, really important right now, how to structure things, and also to help you with actually executing these plans and processes. So let's walk through that a little bit. Number one, if you're an Atlas Martial Arts software client or an AMS client, then you'll know that with your Amazing Martial Arts website, you have the ability to create as many landing pages as you want to. And you have a GUI, you can go in and click the buttons and make this happen yourself. If you need help, certainly our team can help you here. But this is something that you can do yourself and not have to wait around for somebody, right? The amazing martial arts website that we provide for all of our Atlas software users, our Atlas martial arts software users, is amazingly robust, and you have an incredibly intuitive page builder where you can go in and build whatever pages you want to. So this now, you could be adding a page every day, adding a couple of pages every day if you wanted to deliver your online training. In this particular model, we're talking about a lead generation page. So this is a page that you can put out on your site, promote that page so that certainly your students understand that you're doing online training, but prospects can as well. Right now, your general community, the people in your community, have a problem. One problem is the kids are stuck at home all day long, right? Maybe they're on spring break. Maybe they've been on spring break already for a week, and now it's the second week or the third week, and they're out of school, and parents are going crazy. Right, they need things for these guys to do. Second is parents who feel like they're cooped up all day long, families who are off work or who are working from home. They need an outlet for all that energy, for that frustration, for that stress and strain. And we are the solution to that, right? See the opportunity here. This is massive opportunity here. What a wonderful solution to the strain and stress of dealing with this COVID crisis, than to be able to come and learn something that you've always wanted to learn, right? Participate in the martial arts in a way that maybe you've been thinking about since you were a kid, but now all of a sudden you have this time on your hands and this opportunity to do that. So you'll see in the COVID toolkit that we're going to talk about in just a moment that I'm providing you all the tools to be able to do this too, right? So number one, we'll build a little landing page where people can come and register. They can register in two different ways. They can use a lead feeder, which is where we're just capturing their data, their web form, right? We're just capturing like first name, last name, email, things like that. So this would be if I'm providing free lessons, and I suggest we all do that. I suggest we all offer free virtual lessons for our entire community, beginners lessons, free virtual beginners lessons to our entire community as a community service. As a way to contribute to the lives of our community, the people in our community, the parents who are stuck at home, stressed out, and really need a release for that, really need an outlet for that. The second option is to actually sell these trials online, to sell sort of like a trial program and just deliver those lessons online. And for that, you would use a money magnet page in Atlas Martial Arts Software, and you would just capture the credit card and then be able to start a membership from there. So you have a lead feeder option and a money magnet option. And then all that data obviously drops right into Atlas Martial Arts Software, where then it automatically triggers this sequence, as long as you want it, of communication and contact back to that prospective member or student, whichever the case may be, emails and text messages, etc. And then you then lead them to where you're going to deliver those classes. You can either use a password protected page or a non-password protected page. Again, in the case of beginners lessons, for me, we have a publicly available page where people can go and take lessons publicly, right? And they can join our Zoom class, or they can watch a couple of videos that we provided for them that are very basic beginner, sort of things that they need to know before they start classes. Or they just join our Zoom lesson at 5 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever time it is, and then I can see who's there, right? And it's two-way interactive. I can see somebody. I can watch somebody's attention stance. I can watch their bow. I can sort of engage with them more deeply than them just watching a video, right? Videos are great. Don't get me wrong. Providing video lessons are wonderful, but the Zoom platform and other platforms like it give us the opportunity, frankly, to be interactive, to watch people and watch them practice, watch them execute their technique, and actually give them meaningful feedback. So that's what that's all about, right? So again, if you're an Atlas Martial Arts Software client, this is all free and available to you inside your Atlas platform and your Amazing Martial Arts website. Now, in addition to that, for our entire industry, I've had my team assembling a huge package of content, artwork, ads, videos, resources, you name it, to help you plan and execute your online training and to help you promote those online lessons as well, right? So if you go to, I'll put the link in this video. If you go to atlasmartialartssoftware.com/COVID-19, atlasmartialartssoftware.com/COVID-19, you can register there and you can get this entire package completely free, no obligation, right? And this package includes tons of content. Number one, I have some letters and emails to parents and students if you are staying open. And this outlines your safety precautions and some of the things that you've been doing to help address the situation. There's an article on Martial Arts World News magazine to help help you tell the story about families who are supporting martial arts schools even though lessons may be interrupted. That's very useful. You'll want to read that article. Some more letters and emails about virtual classes to your current students, virtual lessons to your prospects, and virtual lessons to your former students. This is a wonderful opportunity to try to re-engage students who've fallen out of practice of training, right? So why not, right? You should reach out to all of these former students and get them back into the fold, so to speak, right? This is your chance to re-engage them now that they're sitting at home with nothing to do and probably stressed and frustrated about what's happening in the news and in their lives right now, right? So again, what a wonderful opportunity. Also, the letter to the students, I'll tell you sort of transparently, also helps to address people who might be thinking about canceling their membership or putting their payments on hold, things like that. This will help sort of soften the ground there. So take a look at that as well. In addition to that, I'm sharing with you some links and some helpful tools that will help you execute those lessons. Also, there are five free documents here too about how to financially manage your way through this situation. There are some new government programs coming online very soon from the federal government and from the state government. These have been around for a little while, and I'm keeping you in the loop on everything that's happening. Number one, there's some creative debt options. If you have some debt caused by the COVID crisis that you want to think about managing, or you have previous debt, lots of major banks and organizations, credit card companies, things like that, have new programs that are just coming online now, and some that have been around for a while that can really help you with that. Some other new helpful resources, Facebook, Microsoft, and Google are all dedicating large sums of money. Facebook is setting aside $100 million in a fund for small business grants, gifts of money for small businesses that are affected by COVID, including some free ads in some cases. So there's some opportunity there. Some options to be thinking about paying your rent, right? Some content and scripts and some concepts to be thinking about how we talk to our landlords about perhaps getting a rent abatement for a month or two, getting rent reductions, things like this. Some strategies and thoughts on that. You really want to be thinking pretty clearly about that before you engage in that conversation. And then some SBA resources. There are new resources coming online right now, but there are also some sort of tried and true SBA resources that you'll have some information there that might be useful for you. Then in addition to these resources, I've provided a big pile of advertising, of ads, Facebook posts, videos, Instagram posts, I mean, you name it, to help you promote your online training, to help you promote your online lessons to both students over here on the left and prospects, right? So there's, I don't know, each of these campaigns only have 3 that you're seeing here, but there are many, many, many more when you download them. There are, I don't know, dozens and dozens and dozens of these campaigns of pieces that you can look at that'll help you sort of promote your training to both kids and adults, traditional lessons and fitness lessons, both, and then many varied benefits based on what your sort of message to the market is. And I'll be constantly updating this over the next week or so with even more ads and content and things like that you may want to be thinking about. And there's also a little video right above here that shows you how to edit this stuff. All these, I've had my team build all these and then port them into Google Slides or Google Documents so that anybody with a free Google account can make a copy of these and make any changes that you want to. You can change the words, you can change the phraseology, all the text, those types of things. So you don't need expensive editing software to deal with any of this stuff. There's also an additional set of fitness campaigns, mostly focused on the sort of stay-at-home fitness audience, right? Again, what a marvelous opportunity for you to capture a piece of the market that you might not ordinarily be attracting into your school, right? Keep in mind, all of these parents that have had to stay at home, all of these folks that have been locked in their houses for weeks, days on end or weeks on end, they need an outlet for this. And I think we are a wonderful solution to that problem, right? Also, there's some video posts that you can use for your to promote your online classes as well, both to students and to prospects. So take a look at those. They're very cool. They're really kind of sexy. They're very very cool looking graphically, and I think they'll help you really promote your programs online as well. And then a bunch of other things, a bunch of tutorials to help you set up your money magnet pages in Atlas Martial Arts software and to help you set up your lead forms, those types of things. Literally click by click by click. You can watch these videos, follow along, and you can have these pages set up on your site literally in minutes. So I hope that all that's going to be useful for you. Again, I think right now we have essentially one of two opportunities. We either shrink from this challenge or we grow and lean into it, right? Now, so many of the school operators I've been working with in the last 7 days, 6 days, 5 days last week and 1 day this week, we've talked to almost 670 of our fellow martial arts school operators. And I've got about another 1,500 to go that we need to talk to very, very soon. And I'm very, very proud of so many of them who have seen this challenge, who have taken our advice, who have begun their online training programs, who are hyper engaging with their students right now, making sure their students aren't falling out of the practice of practicing, that they're building better and better and better relationships with their students right now today than they ever have in the past. And I'm so proud of how we're responding to this as an industry and as our clients, right? I'm very, very excited about that. But I believe we owe it to our customers. We owe it to our students. We owe it to our communities not to allow this temporary disruption to shake your confidence in the value that you offer to the world, right? Just because some people can't come to your location doesn't mean that you can't impact their life in very, very deep and meaningful ways, right? Whether it's recording a little video every day or a podcast every day, delivering online classes to them every day, emailing them, text messaging them, putting up a new blog post every few hours and emailing and text messaging that link around, whatever the case might be. Now's the time to step up, right? Now, I've also worked with a fair number of schools over the last few weeks who just don't, or the last few days, who just simply don't have the infrastructure to be able to do this stuff. And as I've described before, we're still in the midst of our Project 300 here at AMS, at Atlas Martial Arts Software. And for all of our software clients, everybody who's using our software suite, we give them a free, beautiful website that they can go. It's highly optimized, highly optimized for lead conversion. But in addition to that, it has a beautiful page builder. So you can go and create pages anytime you want to. You can go create member protected pages. You can create, whatever kind of pages you want to create, and easily drop your videos on there or drop your Zoom.us links in there so that students can go to one place and take advantage of your online training. So please keep that in mind. In addition to all of that, the COVID package that we've just put together is just a tiny drop in the bucket of all the tools and resources that we provide to our clients every single month, every couple of weeks, in fact. In fact, every week we provide class planners, right? But it's a huge resource that our clients love. And I've just gotten so many emails over the last few days about people who are really enjoying the content, who are really taking advantage of the tools that we're providing. And there's so many that could benefit from this, right? There's so many school operators that if you plugged into these types of systems would really be able to take your school to the next level, not just now during this crisis, but for the rest of your career, right? So give us a call here at Atlas headquarters if you need help or if you need assistance with anything. My team is standing by. We will have zero disruption in our business, meaning our team is here regardless, right? Our team is manning the phones right now. Some of our team is here in-house. Some of them are remote. We have all the infrastructure here that we can deal with a very prolonged lockdown, if that's what has to happen. But this is an opportunity for us to come together as an industry. And if you need the tools that we provide here, if you don't have the infrastructure or the tools that you need to be able to execute what I'm describing, give us a call, talk to my team here. We'll figure out how to help you with that, right? We'll figure out how to get you set up with all this stuff and help you leverage this opportunity to turn this crisis into, frankly, opportunity, right? So again, thank you again so much for your time and your attention. I really appreciate it. A little short meeting for the day. Lots of updates coming over the next few days as well. But check out atlasmartialartssoftware.com/COVID-19 all one word, all lowercase, all connected, no dashes or spaces or anything like that. And I'll put the link here on the video. And you can get all of these tools completely free with no obligation. If you do need help with technology, if you do need help with a software platform and sites and things like that, give us a call here at the office and we'll figure out how to do that for you. Okay? All right. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for all the kind words by email and texting and Facebook Messenger. I really, really do appreciate it. I can't always get back to everyone individually, but I really do appreciate the kind words. William Wong, thank you so much. Michael Matsuda, thank you for your kind words yesterday. Just everybody, thank you again so much. And I look forward to coming out of the other side of this thing an even stronger group with a stronger community than ever before. So thanks so much, guys. Speak soon.